Hey, so I was just talking to a friend of mine who's also a coach, and it was so funny. I was inspired to share. So basically, we started out talking about reframing, reframes in coaching, right? And then I started going off on a rant. In the end, we ended up talking about folding socks. And I was telling her how much I fucking hate to match up socks. You know, when you've done the laundry and you have to match them up and they don't match and they're different sizes and they're holes. You know, it's just messes with my head. I don't like it. And I was just telling her how I've started to want to shift this type of, the type of complaints, when we have like stupid complaints going on in our mind. And it happens to me a lot lately. I notice myself, thinking these types of thoughts, and I don't want to, right? So what I was telling her, I was telling her about my game plan and how I, how if I didn't, for example, I was to shift this into a gratitude practice. So whenever I notice myself complaining about something in my mind or out loud, I shift that to be shifted into a gratitude. So for example, I was thinking how if I didn't have kids and hence no socks to clean, well, I would have my own, but I wouldn't have, then I would, I would complain about that, not having kids. So I would complain about, or if I didn't have the money to buy socks, I would complain about that. And then now I have kids and I have the money to buy socks. So I might as well just be grateful for that and shift that complaint into something that's supportive and that doesn't bring me into the darkness of things and sends me into a grump spiral, right? Because there's always shit to be complaining about, right? If we focus on that, we're always going to be unhappy. So just that simple shift, which is something I invite you to also try on, right? To whenever you notice yourself thinking these types of thoughts, fucking have to do this again, the dishes or whatever, I shift that into gratitude. What related to this awful thing that you have to do as part of life, can you be grateful for, right? So I would love to hear how it goes for you in your practice if you try this out, and how successful you are, and anything when it comes to changing your way of thinking or habits. Or it takes time, right? So we have to, it's a practice for a reason. That sometimes the negative thoughts might take over, or the complaints, right? And that's okay, we're all human, right? But we can, if we want to, take charge of our mind and start to intercept those complaints, in my case, and turn it into something that's supportive, something that doesn't bring us down, and something that can actually help us attract more of what we want into our lives, because the feeling of gratitude is a feeling that's very good to have, right? So yeah, I would love to hear what's your experience with this practice if you do try it out. All right, take care. Bye. Okay, where am I?